Okay, here we are. For one last time, we have some pool games. One last time. Then next stream will be the 7 playing games. Then we'll just get going on top 128, of course. Yep. So we will just wait for some people to get in here. But it is time for the last one of these. Thank the fucking Lord. At least in bracket, most of the games should be bearable. I won't have like games where I just want to pull out my hair at terrible prepper and play. So yeah, one last time here. One last go around. I'm actually, I forgot to fill my water, so I'll be right back. Okay, so we are here. We are finally finishing phase 1 of the tournament on these streams, which is epic, honestly. Can't believe I did all this. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, we are here. Give like 2 more minutes now to get started. Hope everyone or whoever joins is having a good day so far. Mine's been okay. Nothing too crazy's really happened. Just kind of hanging out, grinding. Yeah, Nuzlocke is taking fucking forever because I'm doing it on hardware. It sucks. But yeah. Just kind of hanging out. Thank the fucking Lord for all I know is in black and white. All I'm going to say. Hey, let's get into it. So first matchup of our last 4 is Lovin versus Pivot. So let's take a look here. Let's take a look here. So, well, we see Magzone into Skarm, which is always good for the Magzone player. Magzone's really good here. Actually, it traps both Skarmory and Empoleon. So Pivot might have to run double Shed Shell, or probably Shed Shell Skarmory like Wakan, Shucka, Wakan, Earthquake, and Empoleon, but it could still be Shucka Magzone to account for that. So Magzone looking very, very good here. Not much really switches in on A, where even when I switch out, you kind of have to go out to the Rotom. And you can also just like pack like HP Ghost or whatever if you want, and like smoke that thing pretty hard. Yeah, Magzone has a fantastic matchup here. Kingdra also is pretty good because Magzone traps Empoleon. Like if Empoleon's not Shed Shell and gets trapped, Kingdra kind of just wins the game. So maybe Empoleon does have to be Shed Shell, like just for that reason. Trapping the Skarmory is also nice. Not as vital because a Rotom also is a good Scissor and Lucario check. But Rotom's going to be super pressured here for sure. Super damn pressured. And on the other side, Pivot side, we do see Rotom's decent offensively, but it's just going to be so pressured here. Flygon looking okay. Obviously, the Dragon Resists are not the best here. So it can outrage relatively freely if you get some chip on them, which is doable for sure. I will say Lovin does not have a spinner outside maybe Smeargle, so maybe Pivot can go with a spike stacking route and maybe win that way. That could definitely work. I could see it. Blaziken also looks pretty solid here. Actually, Blaziken looks really fucking good. I'm seeing it. I'm not sure what set you would bring, but it looks pretty good. Zam's also decent. Psych HP Fire hits everything. And Aspie's whole team, yeah, Lovin. Wow, I didn't even notice. Lovin's team caps out at 91 speed, so Alex Zam outspeeds everything. Flygon doesn't even need a fucking Scarf if you don't want, which is very rare to see that. I mean, usually, like, it doesn't have to start, but usually it like, wants to. But here it doesn't even really need a Scarf. Yeah, I mean, Pivot has a huge speed advantage, but if famously go with Lovin, just Magzone, like, plus that offense is really strong here. Let's get into it. Lovin on the left, Pivot on the right. See, both Rotoms lead. It's Rotom Wash, not he is interesting. Catching the... Oh, my God. Very good double from Lovin. Yeah, catching the Skarmory going down Mew to the... Damn. I mean... That's just good play, as long as it is what it is. Anyway, Rotom basically Thunderbolt into the... That knockoff to 25, what the fuck? That to 25. That's obviously like a no-bulk Rotom, but still, what the hell? That move's so weak as generation. I know it's super effective, but my god. Yeah, 25% to the Rotom is fucking hilarious. Anyway, we're going to see a Hydro Pump take out the Armaldo, so now the rocks are going to stay up. Out to Scizor as an Alakazam subs, okay. But Scizor can just U-turn here. It's probably Aqua, or it might not be. We're going to go out to Swampert on the Focus Blast. It's not even running HP Fire. What the hell? You've got to run HP Fire. It's a Scizor matchup. Like, come on. And it's Life Force. Seeing so much chip here. Bullet Punch here. Go Focus Blast. This is going to connect, so not punished for not running HP Fire, but damn. Car's going to come in, can just E-Speed. Out to the Rotom. That's a free switch, of course, but still a bit tough positioning. Crunch is going to come out to 54 with a Life Orb, and Rotom's going to Will-O-Wisp it. So this Lucario is kind of newer now, but still, Levin's in such a strong position here. So Empoleon's going to come out. This Lucario Swords Dances, so negating the burn, that's really big. I mean, I can just close combat, yeah. I mean, I think this is pretty much over. Surely everything's in range now. I guess Fly Guy's in range of E-Speed, but still, like, it's in such a strong position now. 47, my god. That did so much damage there. Earthquake crit obviously doesn't matter. Rotom's going to come in, so, and the Rotom Wash is going to be switching. Sub on Levin's Rotom. Interesting. Just get a Shadow Ball here. That's pretty much the end of the game, yeah. Outrage breaks a sub. 18 power ice. Yep, makes sense. You might as well. Honestly, Shadow Ball probably KO'd from that range. It looks so offensive. Focus Blast. What? Were you calling a choke? I don't know. I feel like it doesn't matter. Like, your Life Orb anyway. I don't know, but yeah, big win for Levin there. I believe this game was needed to advance into the bracket, so yeah, just very well played. I don't think the prep was crazy on your side. He has, like, played really well, had moments of the whole game. Catching a Skarmory on turn 2 was obviously gigantic. Yeah, just a very, very good game for Levin. We have 3 games remaining. Next game was actually the last game that happened chronologically, but I missed 2 earlier, so we're going to do those 2 at the end, because I am dumb. So let's get into game 2. The final game of pools, this happened, like, I'm pretty sure this game literally finished at like 12:05 or something a.m., but we allowed it because they started like just barely in time, so we allowed it. So here we have Void of Darkness versus King Clyde. I believe King Clyde was 2-0 and Void was 1-1 at this time, so obviously Void looking to sneak into bracket at the very end. King Clyde looking to advance obviously on seeding a bit. So we need to see a Skarmory Rotom Mirror, meaning hazards are going to be super important on both sides. Tentacruel and Sandslash can't really spin that well here, so both sides are going to probably get spike stacked and not be super happy about it. In terms of the air threats, let's see. Snorlax is always scary. No fighting type on Clyde's side does mean it's going to be a bit difficult to break down, but you do have Pokemon like Whirlwind on Skarmory and Drapion, which can help. But offensively, Clyde's Rotom looks pretty good. The only real check is Snorlax. You all wear down that Snorlax anyway, so that's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. Sceptile not looking bad here, actually. The only real switching is Skarmory, and Skarmory obviously like doesn't love taking healing powers from Sceptile. Crest looking pretty annoying for Void of Darkness. Rotom can help. Honestly, Espeon looks decent here. Like, the one problem is Drapion's obviously a big problem. Drapion's very good in this matchup. Drapion's kind of a pain in the butt for Void in general. I think I'm going to lean Clyde, but these are a pretty close one. A final game chronologically, although, as I said, we're going to have the R2 after. Anyway, we're going to see Aerodactyl into Sandslash just taunt it as Sandslash is going to attempt to Rocks. We see Rocks go up as Sandslash is going to spin on that turn. Okay, goodbye. Then the Rotom's going to come in as Dragon Breath Aerodactyl to break a Sash and potentially paralyze. That is heat, I'm not going to lie. I really like that. I think Dragon Breath is honestly a super underrated move in draft. I think, like, there are matchups I just run Bison as a 4th move on Pokemon just for the power chance, and I think Dragon Breath is similar in that regard. Anyway, a Self-Destruct go blow up the Sandslash, so the rocks are... Oh, no, there are no rocks. Never mind. The spins get blocked, yeah, so Sandslash can go down there, but I don't know if that's worth trading your Snorlax for, I'm not going to lie. Knockoff removing the Chesto Berry on the Rotom, but now Tentacruels are getting very, very low. Toxic, okay, so it can't heal off the... But yeah, Clyde a very good position here so far. See Arrow come in, Stone Edge, but that's not going to KO. It's good. Yes, Rotom is doing so much work. This Rotom is doing so much work for Clyde there. Skarmory going to come in, as will Drapion. I think the reason Void is disconnecting so much, I'm pretty sure he was playing on mobile to get this in last minute, so fair enough. Yeah, we get off a taunt there. So, presumably Void's Skarmory's going to be a speed investment. Drapion comes in as a Nurse Spike, goes up lots of hazards on Clyde's side. Rain Dance comes out, though, so he's got probably go Hard Kingdra after this. Or just go Skarmory, so that works. We're going to Brave Bird again, do virtually nothing, but there's only so... Is this Drapion? I mean, I guess it could be Damp Rock. We'll see, though. Out to Floatzel. Right, there wasn't even a Kingdra, it was just a Floatzel. Duh. So Floatzel is in now. It's probably just a quick Hydro Pump or Surf, that works too. Do a ton of... Is a Skarmory packing? Whirlwind is not. Does get a ton off of Brave Bird, though. So, Floatzel can only click 2 more attacks here. Obviously, get KO the Skarmory. Then is that was last turn of Rain, but unless this Rotom is Scarf, which is not, so this could take a ton of damage. They both brought Rotom Frost. Interesting. I didn't think Rotom Frost was the best on Void side. I thought it was obviously very good on Clyde side, though. Crunch could come out, take out the Rotom, and yeah. What's Void's last Pokemon? It's the Espeon. Yeah, this is it's Scarf Drapion anyway. Scarf Rain Dance Drapion. That's an interesting set, but it worked out for Clyde. Clyde moving up to 3-0. Yeah, I know. I didn't think Frost Rotom made that much sense for Void. I thought you would rather have like Heat to potentially one-shot Sceptile. I guess Frost makes sense too. I didn't really mattered. Actually, I think this matchup previously had Rotom. I just didn't change the form from the error matchup. That's okay. Okay, now into our last 2 games that I skipped over by accident. They are both featuring the same player, so we have the 2 games of I Made You Read This 8500. We already watched their first one. We watched their 3rd game last time. These are their first 2, so here we have Aonfa versus I Made You Read This. Thank you, Aonfa, for bringing this to my attention, by the way. He's the one who let me know that I missed these games, so I appreciate it. So we are, complete. So let's look at this matchup real quick. We see Rotom looking decent, although T-Tar can trap it, but I'll say that it's pretty darn good here. T-Tar is a really good matchup, though. T-Tar is really difficult for I Made You Read This to deal with. Only really has Suicune and Scizor, and both of those are decently beatable. Suicune actually has a bit of a really weird matchup here. Like, it's decent, but Ludicolo is a decent check with stuff like Encore and then can Seed Bomb it down. Quagsire has Water Absorb, meaning Suicune does need a second attack, but no attack really hits both Quagsire and Ludicolo effectively. No one attack. So it's going to be really strapped for Mooslots in this game. Gengar also looking very, very good here. It obviously are a couple Pursuit Trappers, but it's still quite strong in this matchup. Heracross is solid. You have to watch out for the Rotom, but otherwise pretty good. Blaziken, I Made You Read This side looks pretty solid. It actually looks very, very good, but Claydol is a decent check. You just have to keep your Claydol healthy, which to be fair is easier said than done. The Spikes from Skarmory might have trouble staying up because Tentacruel's a pretty decent spare into Gengar Surf should 2 KO if it's running offensive investment. But Claydol can't really expand into Rotom, so Rocks could very well stay up on Aonfa side this game. I think I'm going to give the matchup to... maybe give the matchup to Aonfa here. Let's get into it. Now on the left, we have I Made You Read This on the right. Stone Edge missed on turn 1. Oof, as Thunder. Oh, God. Well, that is an unfortunate first turn. Wow. That is bullshit. And HP Fire is going to live against D, but does Bullet Punch KO? I don't know if Bullet Punch KOs. I mean, it doesn't matter. Just switch. Yeah. Missing Stone Edge and getting hit by Thunder. I would be kind of mad if I was I Made You Read This, but, it's Pokemon. Get a Whirlwind off, force into Suicune early. Okay. And I said not a bad Suicune position, honestly. You use Fire Attack. He's going to sub, but Skarmory already showed Whirlwind. Why would you substitute there, like, ever? He already showed Whirlwind. Spike is going to go up, Scissors going to U-turn. Yeah, I don't get that. Like, if you showed Whirlwind and you're Suicune, he's going to quick Whirlwind, you should just hit him with a Water move, get some chip. But okay. Thunderbolt's going to come off, hit the T-Tar for 24. T-Tar can try and pursue. It's HP fighting Rotom. Interesting. We're going to try and pursue. We will not succeed. Rotom is very low now, though. And we need to switch out to Heracross HP fighting, yeah. Is this Heracross Scarf to outspeed? Because theoretically, Rotom can outspeed it. Okay, it's Scarf. It also has Pursuit. So fair enough. Rotom's going to go down. We're going to bring in Tentacruel here. If I have a Sludge Bomb, so you get bounce off the Skarmory. We do see T-Tar come out as Tentacruel's going to Surf this time. Okay, so that T-Tar does go down there. Gengar comes back in. It's just Quicking Thunder again. Yep, it's going to do 46. I can't believe he brought fucking Thunder. Like, why? Just run T-Bolt. Like, surely there's no specific damage roll. I guess maybe it... I don't know, man. I feel like you just run... Like, I'm shocked that you ran Thunder instead of T-Bolt, but it worked out, I guess. Anyway, Blaziken's going to come in, telegraphing a very obvious Scarf. It's going to foil what's into Quail, doing 67. That's like an adamant Scarf if I've ever seen one. Nerf levels will KO the Quaidol. Crit doesn't matter there. Let's see now. See the Heracross come in. It's just also going to be Scarf, so it's going to take out the Blaziken close combat. Yeah, I'm going to bring Suicune here. I guess you can bring a Scizor in for the Bullet Punch. Out the Skarm right now, and you can't do shit, yeah. Scizor can heal out of range of the rocks, which is nice, but Skarm's faster. It's no speed Scizor, it's just got Brave Bird. Suicune versus the world, and to be fair, Suicune is a Pokemon that can 1v1 the world. It can't be Whirlwind anymore, so it's a threat, but Wuiko was here. Yep. It's just going to Encore into sub, I assume, and just win the game. Grass Knot. Okay, never mind. Just get Grass Knot. That works too. Calm Mind. I don't think it'll live a Grass Knot even at +1. Even if it does, it's going to be too low. Might die Sand. That's going to KO, yep. So, very good win from Ayanfa. I don't know if I'm a big fan of Thunder in this generation. This is not GSC, folks. I don't like relying on Thunder in this generation if you aren't like running a rain team, even though I usually would prefer Thunderbolt, but I guess it worked out. I really do not think it's good in DPP, but whatever. Whatever floats your boat. Especially on a Pokemon that frail, like missing can be really bad, but he hit, so, it worked. Yeah, a pretty solid win by Ayanfa here. Unfortunately, this does knock Imagiuritas out of the tournament. I mean, well, this is actually his first game, so we haven't known that, but yeah. Let's go into our last game of pools. I made you read this game accidentally skipped. So, Fidgety versus I made you read this. Final matchup of pools, folks. We see a Suicune mirror. Very fitting to end it. So, I made you read this. Has a bit worse Suicune checks. We have like Terracool, which is okay. We have obviously his own Suicune in the room. But Roserade plus Suicune is a pretty tough core for I made use Suicune to crack. Metagross also has a really rough, but Metagross is a really rough matchup for Fidgety into the combination of Scizor, Rotom, and Suicune. That's really rough. I will say Absol looks fantastic here just for trapping that Rotom, because if you trap the Rotom, Flygon gets opened up immensely. Like, the only ground resist is Arrow, and like Arrow does not want to come in hard on Flygon. So yeah, if you can pursuit trap that Rotom, you'll be in a fantastic position with Flygon. That's about it. This match is pretty basic. Scissor's okay, but Moltres kind of shits on it. I mean, I don't know, but the thing with Moltres is like you have to be able to keep rocks up. You have to get rid of rocks, and Hitmontop can't spin that effectively on Rotom. It probably has to be Foresight if you bring Moltres, because you have to keep the rocks off, which is doable to be fair. Their only rocker is Arrow, and I mean it's gonna get worn down really fast. So yeah, I think I'm gonna win Fidgety in this matchup. Let's go into our final game of the pools. We've got Metagross lead into Aerodactyl. Arrow's going to be forced out into Suicune. Metagross is going to Meteor Mash and miss. So he's not going to get any information about Suicune set. Here in comes the Roserade. Go, Leaf Storm and do 88. Is that Specs? That's got to be fucking... No, it's Life Orb, okay. Yeah. Ice Beam's going to kill the Roserade, but that... I mean, you did so much damage now, you can just trade with the Suicune of anything. Yeah, in comes Flygon. Switch out the Suicune, fair enough. Just get a U-turn, yep, into as Arrow comes in. Metagross is back on the field. It's going to Meteor Mash. 30% to Scizor. It's not that much. Is it packing the HP Fire? Probably not into Moltres, but there's no rocks up. Swords Dance from Scizor. It's not going to do like shit to this. Yeah, forced out into Blaziken on the Flamethrower. Only doing 30. That's not bad damage at all. Scarf Blaziken is just going to Rock Slide through the Moltres. That opens up Scizor a lot. Flygon comes in though, of course. Just get a U-turn out again. Fair enough. Get 19 on that Rotom. In comes Metagross. It's going to get burned by Willis. Is it Lumberry? It is not. Just wants to get rocks up. Okay. Suicune comes out as we double into Flygon. So Flygon's still in a great position here. Suicune now just dies. Yes, Suicune is going down finally. Hitmontop is going to come in as Tentacruel comes in as well. Out to Suicune. And we already get the spin-off on I Made You side. Sludge Bomb comes out to 29 Suicune, no poison. Suicune's gonna sub, but we know a Sludge Bomb will break this now. Might be a more offensive Tentacruel. I honestly don't know the calcs there. You have a Calm Mind with Suicune. Down it can sub again, but Sludge Bomb can eventually get poison. It doesn't though. Unfortunate. Free Sludge Bombs, no poison is definitely unfortunate. And now Suicune can start doing Suicune things. We'll see. I don't know if this is the end of the game, but it might be. Sludge Bomb. Yep. Him Power Electric, presumably. Sludge Bomb again. Gets it really well. No poison still, but Suicune's super low now. I even can revenge it. Blaziken's going to come in, out Hitmontop to get off the Intimidate. As it Thunder Punches. Okay. Why would I don't know why you have very much. Don't you all quick just to move that doesn't I don't whatever. It doesn't really matter. Here we got Foresight successfully, so but we're gonna burn for our trouble. Close comments only do that does 40 with the burn. What the fuck? That's an incredibly offensive Hitmontop and a very frail Rotom for it to do 40. Like that's well, yeah. Yeah, that's doing so much damage with this close combat. So, wow, that's like max attack for sure. Scissors good. Swords Dance here as Mega comes in. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to pause it there. We got the last Swords Dance. Earthquake is going to do 20, so it's not that much. Is Scizor Roost? It is. Oh, shit. This could be the end of the game, actually, if everything burned. With so much stuff burned. Yeah, I think this is probably it. I think Scissor's just going to win here. Not going to skip turns. This is the final game. Might as well give it its due diligence. Go up to +6, and yeah, I think that's going to be it. It's probably it. Yeah, and Fidgety's going to forfeit. So, our final game that we're watching, I Made You Read This is going to win it. Albeit he lost there to his 9 brackets. But yeah, that's going to be the end of our pool stage of the tournament. This is a lot of fun. Now we move on to phase 2, which is obviously the single elimination portion. Good luck to everyone who made it into that, and we will see how this goes. I will be back probably later tonight with plans. We'll see. That will be its own stream, just those 7 games. Yeah, have a good day, everyone. I might see you later.